new record is called Everybody Make Some Noise with an exclamation point. Not somebody or anybody or just this guy or that guy over there makes some noise. It's everybody makes some noise.
Definitely more, you know, I don't know, more. It's a more fun record. The songs are catchier, the easier to latch onto and sing along to and stuff like that. I think it's a step in the right direction for the band.
Yeah, it definitely is an energetic record with a good live feel that when we're playing these songs live, that really comes across. And I think the new songs have even overshadowed the old songs in that way. Well, I think the newer material is still going over better.
Agreed. Way better.
They're just so unique, and their sound, I mean, it's like nothing else you've ever heard.
Load in, set up merch, set up drums, find places to put all our shit. Backline, sort of, sometimes. Sometimes sound check, not tonight. And then, yeah, hopefully we're there early enough that we can hang out for a little bit, relax, but sometimes doors are right away. But we got a little time. This is the part they didn't show you on TV. Should have gone to law school.
I got custom picks made for Warped Tour and for Summerfest. And then on the back, voila! I only got a few made now. Hi, I'm Justin from the A.K.A.s, and I'm here with Joe, A.K.A. Mohawk, and we're in Lansing, Michigan. And I've just been informed that Joe here has the world record here in Lansing, Michigan for the most stage dives by any 58-year-old man in Lansing, Michigan, and he's here to talk to you about it. So how many stage dives have you had?
133.
133.
Yeah, never been dropped.
Never been dropped, never broken a bone.
Hurt myself a couple times, nothing major.
You know, a couple battle scars, that's just the way it is.
Well, you know how that goes.
So Joe, you're at number 133. Do you think it's going to be 134 during the A.K.A. set tonight?
You want it to be that well.
I think we're going to make it happen. All right, Joe, thanks a lot for taking the time and rocking with us. We'll see you up there on stage.
How was the other night go with the stage dive incident? How'd that show go?
Well, the ambulance, 911 wasn't called because Joe, I guess we were informed like a week before we played, like he did a stage dive and nobody caught him and he cracked his head on the floor.
Never been dropped.
Never been dropped, never broken a bone.
They call the ambulance, so he was supposedly banned from stage diving. Yeah. I mean, none of us had our phones on stage. I think we all kind of looked at each other and said, dial 911.
We did.
But,
All right, I'm going to dial 911 right now.
No one at the club was on the ball.
So after the show, like that dude came up to me and he was like, you know, I'm getting too old for this shit.
You know, I think that guy might be a minor.
Yeah,
but
he
I
was
mean,
drinking.
Yeah. No, not an underage minor. I mean, he actually mines for gold.
I don't know, maybe just being in the band with everyone constantly, because then you have to listen to everyone's music. Some people listen to the same three bands over and over. When people decide not to take showers. I could go on and on, really.
My biggest pet peeve about touring is just the kind of constant disorganized state of your life. Like being away from home and not having like your stuff in a certain place, or you know, it's just everything's always kind of dirty and everyone's stuff is around and everyone's annoying and in a bad mood.
Not being able to control my environment as much as I'd like. You know, I've read articles about people that you know, are upset because they'll miss their favorite TV shows or something like that. I think that's kind of meaningless. Mainly, I think just the necessities as far as sleeping and eating. Things like that are sometimes hassles on the road.
Parts. There's lots of shitty parts. Like just the opposite of that. Like if there's no promotion for a show and nobody shows up, if you get there and people just have a bunch of attitudes, like fights, or like just everybody just kind of there with arms crossed, you know, waiting for you to prove yourself, and then having to the night before have driven 10 to 12 hours to get to a show like that just to make no money. That's a bummer.
Pet peeves is like being around everybody all the time and like never having like any space, never having a spot for my toothbrush. You know, when I'm home, like my toothbrush goes right by the sink, and I'm always living out of a suitcase. So like that's always kind of difficult, and like we're always together. So anytime like I could run away and like go get some coffee or like be by myself just to like breathe easily, I love to do that.
My favorite part about touring is probably getting to travel around and go to places that I would never go to, like awesome places like major cities and stuff, and then also like just like towns out in the middle of nowhere that you would never think of going. You get to like visit them and see what kind of people live there and everything. I think that's awesome, and playing in front of like kids who like, you know, actually like you and come out and travel far to see your band. I think those are probably my favorite things.
Basically when the planets align and like, you know, when the shows are really good and there's a lot of kids and everybody's, you know, in a good mood and, you know, ready to party kind of thing, you know, and there's a good vibe in the audience and the band plays great. There's a lot of things that have to line up that make it awesome. And when you get nights like that, it makes all the other bad shows completely worth it.
The thing I love the most is just being able to travel around and play music, and that's like underrated. I think it's like a really big privilege and an awesome opportunity to just do what you do and not have to have like, you know, a job managing Taco Bell. But as we go on, that looks more and more promising.
Being able to interact with fans and make new fans and meet the fans, hang out, try to learn some names and stuff like that. Like I think that's really important. Like try to get to know each and every fan. And it's pouring down rain now. Thank God we're in the tent. So like just being able to meet some people and have a conversation and like the interaction when we're playing live and like, you know, Josie starts clapping with the beat of the kick drum and everybody in the audience is like clapping along. Like that always gives me the chills. It's like one of the coolest feelings ever.
Constantly being swarmed by thousands of fans everywhere I go. I guess, you know, and also the millions of dollars that we make, that's pretty awesome. That's one of the good things about being on the road.